Okay, guys, it's on and it's popping. 15 episodes and it counts. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for one of my favorite people. Yes, it is the RuPaul talk show. Finally, I spoke about it in my Swipe Left show, and it is on and it is popping. Today was the first episode 1 of the show. Now listen. This is a 15 show test run. So 3 weeks. Fox is actually test running. The show is actually showing in 7 cities. So it's New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Minneapolis, Houston, Phoenix, and Charlotte. Those are the 7 cities that it's actually rolling out in. Now, I am actually in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, so naturally I have to catch it on either Wow Presents on YouTube or on RuPaul. He has actually started a YouTube channel, which is just flat out just RuPaul. And that is on YouTube. Listen, doesn't matter. I'm going to catch it every day. These 15 episodes count. If Fox sees fit at the end of this test run, then it will actually syndicate and other cities will get it. And surely my city will be on the list. Surely. They know I'm here. They better have it on the list, honey. Anyway, let's talk about the first show. Ru came out in total Ru fashion, pink suit, sharp as a tack. I look at the background. The background is beautiful. Very reminiscent of the old RuPaul show, but a little more scaled down. It's not as fuzzy. It's as colorful, but it's not as fuzzy, which is good because the old show, he was RuPaul, and this show, he is RuPaul Charles. So a little less fuzzy. Still very much Ru, you know what I mean? So you still get that. I still got that same welcome feeling. Come on in and sit down. This is get ready to be fun. You still get that. Of course, there's a runway. So I was excited. First thing we actually saw was 5 dancers called the Syncopated Ladies, and they are actually trained dancers. They came out, they were actually tapping when they first came out. Cute, very cute girls, good looking girls, and they all have actually danced with Beyonce. It's a win. It's a win. And they're not just these little dancing hotties. He actually did talk to them, and they actually speak as well. So, and I knew that. You know, Ru's a very, very smart person. Love Ru. Love him to death. One of my favorite celebrities. First guest was James Corden from Karaoke Carpool. And, you know, I think he's very interesting. He's very entertaining. And, you know, he's actually worked with some of everybody. And he went through all of his stuff. He talked about his kids. Yes, he is a heterosexual male. He is married. He has 3 children. He always loved theater. And he literally has been around show business and interviewing and things like that from the age of 14. So that was really interesting to actually find out about him. They even had a clip of him interviewing Meatloaf when he was 14. And I'm like, you got to interview Meatloaf when you were 14? You better do it. For those of you who don't know, I know I have some younger folks. For those of you who don't know who Meatloaf is, listen. I'm going to send you like I always do. Here's your little field trip. Go and Google Meatloaf when you're done. You can Google him, definitely, and look him up on YouTube. Fantastic. Second guest was the Property Brothers, Drew and Jonathan Scott, with their fine selves, honey. So they come out, they talked about they have a new line of housewares. And besides sitting there talking to them and looking at them, because that's entertaining enough, And you know they're twins. They are twins, child. So it's a double dose of goodness, honey. They actually gave a $5,000 gift certificate to an African American couple to redo their living quarters. Their house was just drab. Baby, that damn Rue was like, "Now I understand you all are busy, but goddamn, you could turn the lamp on." You know, their space is very brown and gray and navy. I said, "Oh, you know, I am the white wall queen. I want everything, all my walls white, and then I can play with my colors everywhere else in the house. But every wall in my house is white, besides this one, of course." But again, this comes down. You see that? Everybody asks me all the time, "Is that wallpaper?" No, you see that? You know I sew, baby. It's fabric. So when I get done, the wall is white. Okay. Anyway, it's not about me. Let's move on. They are actually the couple. The male, he's a comedian and he tours a lot, and the female, she literally just finished. She earned her master's in education. So they're busy young couple, good looking couple, and I thought that was really really nice. Of course, everyone has to walk the runway, so they did that. You see my actual my thumbnail. Everybody, all the guests walked the runway. Ross and Michelle, I knew it wasn't going to be four. I said, "Where's Ross and Michelle?" And they, sure enough, they show up. They showed up in the very beginning, and Rue introduces them. You know, these are my best friends. This, that, thing, and the other. And they had some really cute banter back and forth, which I expected. Um, if you've ever watched RuPaul's Drag Race, same thing. You know, Ross, Michelle, and Rue is a Kiki. So same thing. Um, there was this one particular point where Ross was talking about how much he loved karaoke, and again, where me and Rue actually are here. He's like, "I don't really like going to karaoke." I was like, "Me either." And Rue says, "I don't like going to karaoke, Ross, because I don't like hearing people sing out of tune." Now that doesn't bother me, but I kind of fell out laughing. I said, "Now, Rue, don't do that." But Rue said, "I don't like seeing people sing out of tune." My thing is, I don't, I don't really care for karaoke. It's fun. It's fun. It's okay. I went for the very first time. I was in Vegas. I was in Las Vegas, and I went to karaoke with, I was in the midst of a whole meet and greet situation, so I was with my people. You know what I mean? So it didn't matter what we did. It was going to be a good time because I was with my people and finally getting to hug them and meet them in person and all of that. So that worked. It didn't make a difference where we were. We could have been at the Burger King and we would have had a good time. But the thing with karaoke is so serious for me. When I think karaoke is for people who really can't sing. It's actually it's fun. It's for people to get up and clown and let their guard down and be fun and just have a good time. I always visioned it being for people who really can't sing, but that's not always what happens. What I've always heard about karaoke is that it's like this American Idol audition. And that's the feeling I get. So that's why I'm never really like, "Oh yeah, I want to go karaoke." No, I could care less. I could care less. So, and even when I was there with my people, I was having fun because I was with my people and I was in Vegas. But it was a competition of folk. They was up there giving it all that they had. And of course there was some drunken fools, you know, that went up there and sang off key. Now I was here for them, but there was folks that was, it's like, honey, Tommy Mottola's not going to walk in the door. Just calm down, So me and Bruce seen eye to eye, and I laughed at this one little part where Ross said, "Well, will you come down to Santa Monica and go with me, Rue?" He said, "No." I said, "You know what?" So I laughed. It was a good time. I had a good time with the show, and I will definitely be watching every day. These 15 days count. So I'm telling you all, not even giving you a choice. If you're in any of those cities, find out what time the show comes on. If you're not, Wild Presents on YouTube or RuPaul on YouTube. these 15 days count. So, all right, guys, that's what I have to say about the show. I enjoyed it, and I will definitely be watching tomorrow. All right, guys, later.